The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by its host and guest on this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. I express firmly I am here to have a fun time, and don't need anyone ruining it by being butthurt. Take your clapped cheeks somewhere else. I am not a professional, I just play one on the show. Thank you, and continue supporting. Deuces.
Welcome. Welcome. Hey. I am your host, Marcella Luis, aka
On my Cool J.
Y'all weren't ready for these vibes. Maldani music.
देखो मेरा जादू एम्बुस्टेरा पल में कर दूं बेकाबू
Hey.
आँखें दो पैमाने इनमें डूबे दीवाने देखो मेरा जादू पल में कर दूं बेकाबू आँखें दो पैमाने इनमें डूबे दीवाने
I don't know what you're saying. Who could translate this in the comment section? Hey. Shoot the J. Shoot the J.
देखो जरा हंस के जिसे वही मेरे जाल में फंसे
Sounded wild.
जरा हंस के जिसे वही मेरे जाल में फंसे
Welcome. I've already said this.
On my Cool
That's
J.
I, aka
Wait, Jose!
Hey, I'm a boss, make a boss move.
Hey.
People stare when I walk through.
Hey.
They be minding my business.
Minding.
Got my life on their wish list.
Wish list.
Niggas think I be playing.
Hey.
With a couple names on my hit list. Better watch what you say. You ain't trying to get ignorant. I'ma tell you what I want. I don't need me a reason. Got the check or I'm leaving.
flight in the morning when I'm leaving.
Got no time, I ain't got no time. Pay my dues, I don't pay no mind. Play with you, I don't think that's right. I'm already too fly. You really got a problem. Everything in this shoe. We ain't tryna fix shit. Breaking up the party. We really got a problem.
You know the fucking line?
We ain't tryna fix shit. I'm a vet, I'll admit it.
Hey.
I'm the best and you know this, man. Smoke with Smokey on Friday. I need everything my way, fam. I don't think you ain't on my squad. When all day you ain't on your job. Press my line, you might press your luck. What you want, I don't give no fucks. I'ma take what I want. I don't need me a reason. Cut the check or I'm leaving.
Flight in the morning, a flight when I'm leaving.
Got no time, I ain't got no time. Pay my dues, I don't pay no mind. Play with you, I don't think that's wise. I'm already too fly.
Yo.
Wait, Jose!
I got
to tell you something.
I had to start it with those vibes. Welcome back, beautiful people, to another episode of No Special Characters. I don't know what episode it is. It's either 173 or 174. I am around that ballpark. I don't know yet, but before I can get started and get moving, I gotta go and hit these.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
You're listening to
special
That
Characters.
is us. That is us. That is us. That is us. That is
This is
us.
culturally inappropriate.
Hey,
You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you.
I know a gentleman that's going to be a big part of an
I'm the
upcoming.
gentleman.
Here I come. Oh, here I come.
Here I come.
That I'm custom made.
We have an emergency contact on my Cool J.
Hey, aka Mr. the Big One. Hey guys, so hopefully you guys are doing great out there. Hopefully you guys are doing good. You guys are gearing up for the spooky season. Spooky season is here. People are down with the festivities. I'm trying to go to a couple of haunted houses before the month is over. So if you guys want to go to a haunted house, reach out. We all go together and you guys can go in the front. All right. Hey. So hopefully I have a good show for you guys. Hopefully, I'm banking on me having a good show for you guys. I really think I got something here. It was very last minute shot that came through, and maybe we have something here. Let's see. So I want to start off with last episode. I mentioned I've been playing a game called Skate. Right? It's a fun game. I like it. A free game though cost me $75 because I started getting stick drift. So I was like, fuck it. So to save myself money on spending on video games, I went and dusted off my skateboard today. And I was out there in the real world with real people judging the hell out of me. Because first of all the skateboarders out there are playing this game too. And they noticed the outfit that I had on today. And this outfit that I had on today was the very first outfit that they give you when you play the game, which is a gray sweater, green pants, and some regular Vans, and a green hat, a green beanie. And that was me for my first day, running around the town, just having a blast. So today, I was in my own backyard. I was in Corona Park by the Unisphere, just rolling around or trying to get rolling around. I'm coming off of a back injury, so it's not as good progress as I would want, but slow motion is better than no motion. So I was just hanging out, having fun, and just chilling. And while I'm at this park, I don't know. I didn't even know they did this. I should have figured they did this. I only figured that they would do it like in Manhattan or some parts of Brooklyn. But I forget sometimes Queens is a thing. And they left out drones, like drones and waves of tourists, European tourists, and some Asian tourists to go to the Unisphere. And they would all take pictures. And that's dope. I love seeing that. Because nobody's original. That's what makes it so much funny, is that nobody's original. As I said, I was just copying the same outfit as the video game. But not one person is original. So everybody went to the Unisphere. I was like, oh my God. I'm going to put my hands like this. Angle the camera so it looks like I'm holding the world in my hand. So like, I'm like, if you see something like that, all right, one person did it, so I'm not going to do that. No. Everybody went and did the same thing. My shirt is not working with me. It's all wrinkly. Ugh. But yeah. It was just funny seeing that today. And I was like, oh, that's dope. And while they're enjoying their time in America, they just see me, the only skateboarder around. Because I was there dumb earlier. The only skateboarder around. And it's like, oh my God, yes, American culture, skateboarding, yay. And I'm like, no, don't put your cameras down. Don't look at me. Why are you looking at me? Like they were expecting me to do a trick. Like I was just going to fucking do an ollie. That's the bare basic trick that I still can't do yet. But I'm like, the best I could do is give you a couple of pumps and just roll around and give you a thumbs up. Like, that's the best I could do for you right now. But they were all looking at me like, do a flip. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I won't. I am not a fucking bear and a little tiny bike. Okay. So that's one of the most funniest things that I had to encounter today. And it was just chill, cool vibes today. I liked it a lot. I went to the skate park, went to the Maloof. That's like right down, like it looks like a half a mile away from the Unisphere, probably a quarter mile. I'm not good with measurements. So I wasn't there. I went there next because I was just chilling, rolling around over there. Like, but the Unisphere is just flat. So, hey, get on the board, pump. That's not what skateboarding sounds. And you just chill. When you go to the skate park, you now have ramps, you now have dips, you have bars, you have fucking rails, you have ledges, you have all these things. And it's like, I'm going to be stupid enough and try to do something. So I was like, I'm going to put my skateboard away and I'm going to pull out my skates. So I get to the park and all the young kids are there. I'm like, what time is it? Yeah, like, why aren't you little bastards in school? And they were just hitting all kinds of tricks, young kids. And this has been the conversation lately when it comes to people that are my age that used to skate versus the kids that skate now. And they were like 16, 17, 18. Maybe the oldest was 22. And side grinds, board slides, all of this right off the rip. I'm like, God damn, you guys are doing that already? I'm like, kickflip, kickflip, kickflip. That's me. Kickflip, 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 kickflip. Like, boom, you want to see a kickflip? Yeah, I'm going to do a kickflip. They were doing like other shits. They were like doing coffins and dark slides and all this shit. I'm like, who the fuck do you guys think you are? So I'm watching this and I'm like, yeah, my body is not built for any of the things that they're doing. So I'm going to sit my ass down and I'm going to put on my rollerblades. But upon my travels and watching these people on their rollerblades, there was two elderly gentlemen the same age as me. And they looked out of place. See, these kids are riding around and are like skating around in dunks. They're using essential shirts as fucking skate shirts. So when they fall on the floor, they rip their $300 t-shirt. And it's like, okay, they're wearing really expensive shit to fall on the floor. I was like, oh, you guys are different. You guys are a different breed. And then here comes my goofy ass. I'm wearing my H&M best hoodie. I'm wearing some pants from Old Navy. And I had some Vans that I bought a couple years ago that I never thought I was going to wear. But hey, fuck it, I'm wearing it now. So I was like, I'm very like hand-me-down clothing looking. But these two gentlemen that were there, they looked way worse than me. So I was like, oh, I couldn't tell if they were homeless first. First of all, one of them was a Spanish guy. He looks like me in a couple of years or a couple of months. Really scruffy beard, holes in their clothes, like holy, super holy. He looked like a Jamaican tank top almost in the wintertime. And I'm just waiting for him. I'm like, okay, he's going to do an ill trick. And then the other guy was this Asian man. And this nigga's dressed like he's going to partake in the Squid Game games. He's not wearing the suit. He's wearing the same outfit that dude was wearing before he got to the event. He's wearing like a blazer. He's wearing a random blue blazer with a shirt. He didn't get out of work. Like that shit was all dingy. That's why I couldn't tell. Like, are you homeless and you're skateboarding? That's a different life. So I was like, all right. Once I saw these gentlemen, they're smoking their cigarettes. They're chain smoking at the corner of the fucking skate park, looking at all these kids like judging the fuck out of it. And I'm like, either they're here to bullshit and just talk shit, or they're really fucking nice. They have to be amazing at what they do. They have to be really, really, really nice. So after waiting like 10, 15 minutes, I got put my fucking skates away. I'm still waiting. They're just still chain smoking, looking around, analyzing. I walked up to them and I was like, I will give you niggas $10 to whoever does the best trick here right now. And the way they got up, that's how I knew they were on drugs, heavy drugs, good drugs. That's why they don't care about falling. They can't feel it. They're numb. And they was like, fuck yeah, bro. And I'm like, oh, yeah, look at Poppy. Poppy's about to go kill that shit. I was fucking wrong. Poppy did some cool shit, but it was like, all right, this Kung Fu Panda hidden dragon ass nigga came out of nowhere, bro. He was like, He was like stretching. He was like sizing up the park. And I'm like, I'm about to get the hell out of my $10 right now. And he went, if you ever been to Maloof, there's like a little mini bowl. It's not a real bowl. It's like a mini bowl with some coping around it. And if you grind the bowl perfectly in the coping, you could spin out of it to another ramp over some stairs. So it's very rare. I only ever seen like really like rollerbladers hit that kind of line. So it's really rare to see somebody in a skateboard really even think about hitting that line. So it's like, okay, but he freaked it. Went up the ramp, hit the coping. He did like a board slide. And then like he fucking backslid off of it or back reverse. I don't know these fucking moves. I'm a fucking newbie. And then he went down the stairs backwards. I was like, oh, he doesn't care about life. That motherfucker's kamikaze for real. And I was like, you win. Here goes $10. So I was like, yo, best day ever. Best day ever. You know what my stupid ass did when I saw that? I was like, I'm going to try something too. And then I continued to bust my ass off a little, it was like a launch ramp that they added to Maloof. If you guys haven't been there in a while, there's like a little triangle ramp that you can launch off and do a trick. And if you're really nice, you can hit the ledge. You can front lip slide the fucking ledges right there. There's 2 ledges. So that's dope. So I was going to be trying to be cute. I was like, I'm going to go up the ramp and I'm going to try to do a grab. Yeah. Totally fucked that up. Fell, ate shit. I was like, all right, it's time for me to go. My car couldn't be parked closer to the skate park. It couldn't. Because there was like, they're doing construction around the pavilion and like there was like a huge police presence and they were blocking the way for me to get into the park and park my car. So I had to park like a half a mile away. So if I just told you the Unisphere is about a quarter mile, I had to go more further than the Unisphere to go park my car. So I was like, okay. I was walking. I was like, oh, this shit really hurts. Everybody could tell I'm not a real skater because I'm walking with my board on the side of my hand. That's like, you ever seen somebody with a bicycle and they don't walk they walk the bicycle? That's how you know they don't know how to ride bikes like that. Same concept here. I'm over here holding my skateboard when I could be making my life easier just to skateboard back to my car. So upon travels, I see this guy and he has handicapped bicycles in a U-Haul. So I go up to him. I'm like, hey, yo, how much for me to rent this? And then you come pick it up. And he was like, wait, what? I was like, I'm going to ride this handicap bike because you pedal it with your hands. And he was like, no. I'm like, is my money not good enough? He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? These are my own personal use bikes. I was like, oh shit, my bad, homie. I'm like, how am I supposed to know? I'm over here telling you I'm handicapped. My legs don't work and you won't give me the service to go take my handicap ass to my car and then drag myself into it. And then you could come pick up your own bike after I just gave you double the money because I really didn't want to walk that far. And he was like, these are my own personal bikes. And I'm like, again, you have them in a U-Haul. A lot of people that pull up here with U-Hauls be renting shit out. You're over here pulling out the bikes out of a U-Haul on some normal basis shit. I was like, God damn, U-Hauling twice the load. So it's like, shit, bro. Now I look like a dickhead in the middle of Corona Park. Like, hey man, can I borrow your handicap bicycle and use it so I could drag my perfectly capable legs across the park? And then have you come back and then you trying to figure out how to pedal your bike and the other bike at the same time. That wasn't going to work. That physics is way off. He would have to get like some tow rope and I should have been dragging. He would have pulled him over, a ticket, and I'm like, sir, what the fuck are you doing? Are you drunk? So, yeah. That was my day at the skate park. Fun times. That's what I do. I just go out there. I people watch. I try to do a trick or two. I get judged for doing a trick or two. And it's like, all right, got it. So let's see what else I have on my list. Doom, 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 doom. All right, let me just check. All right. All right, so I know I mentioned to you guys that I keep my podcast a secret from people at my job. Keep it. Because it's best to separate one from the other, because then people will hear something and they'll feel the nerve to be like, all right, I have to talk to you about this. And I'm like, you're talking to me about something I spoke a couple of days ago about. Also, I don't even know which episode you're talking about. Also, I'm really still fresh off the new episode that I just recorded. So people will be bringing up their gripes and blah, 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 blah. And I had one from a coworker and it led to a funny argument. It wasn't like, you know what, fuck you, you piece of shit. It was more of like, hey, she was like, I don't like it's always about the part-time lover section. It was like, I don't like the way you answer the question. And I was like, which question? So let's see if I wrote that down. So basically I was talking about, she was like, yo, you kind of side on the men's side. And I was like, I can only speak for the men's side, but I do think I am open and unbiased when it comes to some of the questions. Some of the questions is like, yo, it's just common sense. Like, you don't do that, or you should just talk to your partner, right? So she was like, I didn't like the fact that you don't think that all guys run the same playbook. And I'm like, up, here we go. I know the fight you're gonna have with me. So it's just funny. So she was like, I'm just saying that every dude that I talk to isn't shit. And I'm like, please don't, please. I'm like, please don't.
Wait.
Because if you continue down this conversation, you're gonna get a response that you're not gonna like. And it's gonna be
Different
from your point of view, all right? Because I'm not trying to say your mentality is fucked, but
You're a victim.
to it. So I really be trying to have these conversations without passing the line and offending people, but sometimes it just fucking happens. So when she said that, I just think all the men that I dated aren't shit, so men aren't shit. And I was like, or the men that you're choosing aren't shit. I'm like, what are the chances of you getting the same repeat person over and over and over? I'm like, you have to be seeking it. You have to be going out there looking for it. There's something in your criteria that gets you that response to a not shit person. So I was like, whenever you want to go over your list of criteria, we could go over it, and then we could be like, oh, there it goes, ding, 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 ding. And she was more like,
Holy mother of God!
she was like, are you really trying to go after my preferences or like that? Are you trying to say I'm the problem? And I'm like, ma'am, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying something in your criteria is the problem, and it could be easily removed, and then you probably won't deal with people that ain't shit. And then the second that she brought up, like, I need somebody that's tough, that can handle themselves, and blah, 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 blah. We are all up there in age. If you're over 30, you're up there in age. And I don't think you need to have one of your criterias is your man has to fight. Your man has to know how to fight. I'm like, first of all, you got bail money, bitch. So it's like I don't get why that's a criteria, because that's not a man criteria. My girl gotta know how to fight. No, we be asking, please have my girl have some fucking common sense to not put me in situations that are gonna fucking affect the both of us. Mostly the person that's gonna have to do the fighting. So I'm like, yeah, I was like, you would feel a way. I was like, yo, think about it. If you are out with your man, and every time you guys go out, the littlest argument, you have to go fight. You have to go fuck up your good clothes. You have to take off your jewelry, make sure you don't lose it, put your phone away. I was like, and then you got to win the fight, because, you know, people are recording it, and that's how you end up on World Star. I'm like, yo, man, I'm like, there's something on your list that you have to mature about. There's something on your list that you have to be like, all right, I can see it. I know what it is. It's like when girls put like these preferences, like, oh, I need my guy to be over 6 feet tall, have a beard, and be a little bit built. Okay. Now think about what his preference was when he saw you. And if you had a fat ass, slim body, big honkers that weren't sagging, you have to maintain that too. Like, that's what he fell in love with, and that's what you fell in love with. So only one person can do the upkeep. I'm like, she ain't like that response either. So it was like one of the most funniest things. She was like, I was gonna subscribe, but I'm not gonna subscribe. I was like, don't subscribe. I be heavy on the don't subscribe. I be mad heavy on that. Nah, you don't gotta do it. Nah, you don't gotta do it because we're friends. No, that's cool. If you want to, that's cool, but don't come to me every time you have a gripe, like, oh, this is my issue with your show. Like, hey, relax. I was like, do it in the comment section, not in my face. I was like, I'll talk to you. I'll respond to you whenever I can. But yeah, it's just funny. It's just funny as hell sometimes. And they don't be taking it to the comment section. I get a fucking personal DM every time. Y'all suck. But yeah. I was like, oh shit. Here goes the problem. She was like, are you saying my pussy isn't shit? That's not what I said. It's not what I said at all. So, almost left out. 2 or 3 hours ago, I was out getting some food. And I was at Five Guys. I was getting a burger, some fries, some Diet Coke. And I got to do that Diet Coke clip. So I was sitting down in this corner and I was chilling. I was just eating my food. And I have this face that people tell me I have. I have a very unapproachable face sometimes. I always look angry. I don't mean to look angry. That's just my face. And so I was sitting down, eating my food. I looked down. There was something on the floor that caught my attention. And so I noticed it was $10 on the floor. Now, it's $10 out on the floor. I was like, who the fuck dropped money? I'm like, the couple in front of me left. They left. I don't think they dropped it. I would have noticed that they dropped it. So I'm like, just a random $10 on the floor. So I went to go pick it up. And when I went to go pick it up, the guy that dropped it saw that I picked it up. And instead of asking for his money back, he just made eye contact with me like locked in. And I'm like, here. He said, nah, that's not mine. Here? Nah, I'm telling you, that's not mine. You wouldn't have stared at me the way that you did if this wasn't your $10. Because I'm letting you know right now, if that was my $10 that I dropped, and I noticed that I dropped $10, like, yo, that's my $10, please, can I get that back? And then that's it. That's the end of the story. As opposed to him, he was like, nah, that's not my $10. I don't need the $10. And I'm looking at him like, sir, you need the $10. Take your $10 back. He said, nah, man, keep it, man. It's not mine. And I'm like, why are we doing this? What? I was like, was this like a bait $10? Were you going to do like a YouTube prank on me? Like, this man really took away my feelings and right to be a good citizen. To be like, hey, man, you dropped something here. Here you go. And it's like, oh, man, gee, thank you. Oh, man, have a blessed day. You have a blessed day, too. No, I didn't get that. I got, that's not my $10. No. Why would I have $10 on me? Like, come on. Sir, this is your $10. Just take your $10 back. He's like, nah, man. Nah, buddy, looks like it's your lucky day. I'm like, but why? Why is it my... I've never thought in my life, I'll be like, hey, man, take this money that I found. So I'm like, we're over here going back and forth. And the register goes like, we'll take the $10. And at first I was going to be like, you know what? You can have the $10. But then I remembered that they fucked up my order. I was like, nah, I'm going to keep the $10 now. I said mushrooms, not onions. So I was like, right in my pocket it went. So I was like, you guys are the worst, bro. I'm like, he was like, no, it's not my $10. I swear to you. I swear to God. I'm like, sir, there was nobody else in here that this $10 belongs to. He's like, nah, man, that's you. You're crazy. You're talking crazy to me. I was like, you motherfucker. I was like, you think I'm going to give you the $10 and where you're going to open your wallet and you have like more money? I'm like, oh, give me all the money now. I was like, sometimes racism works at the best. So sometimes racism works out in my favor. So yeah, I'm going to get out of this section and I'm going to move over to the movie review section. Kind of loud. All right. Welcome, good people. We're taking back to an oldie movie that I watched when I was younger. And I was like, holy shit, this guy is the man. And now I'm like, this is a bunch of bullshit. I'm going to talking about Hard to Kill that came out in 1990 by a grateful, gracious man. I'm lying to you. An amazing man by the name of Steven Seagal. And when I was younger, you couldn't tell me nothing about Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal was a fucking killer. All right. He was a monster. He would kill anybody. And then as I got older, he started doing these terrible movies. And I'm like, you got to change your arsenal, man. You got to change your moves up. He was like, I'm going to grab you by your arm and just like, still works. Every time till I see that, I'm like, oh shit, your arm's not supposed to bend that way. So it was just like mad funny watching this. And I'm like, huh. So if you've never watched Hard to Kill, it's available to watch on YouTube, not an ad. And it's basically, he plays a guy named Mason Stone. This nigga always finds Mason. Do you know how ironic and how annoying the name is? Mason Stone. A Mason works with stone, and he's hard as a stone. So he's a Mason Stone. You son of a bitch. How dare you play with my emotions like that as a young person? So he's investigating a crime boss. And upon investigating the crime boss, he stumbles across political corruption. And he's like, they're like at the docks. That's what the docks sound like at night, really windy. And he has this gigantic camera the size of a fucking skateboard with a gigantic red light the size of a light bulb, and he's recording them from not that far. And there's like, okay, you know what? We will give you the drugs. And with the drugs, money that you give us, you will secure my spot in the Senate seat. And then from there, I'll be the president. And you can take that to the bank. And it's like, okay. And then like a cat makes noise. And who do they see? The nigga with the big ass fucking camera. It's like, oh shit. He has like the sound boom arm over them. I'm like, yo, fam, what are we doing? So he takes off and they were able to like snag a license plate. But like, that's Mason Storm's car. So they murdered the shit out of him and his partner. Well, at least they thought. So they go to his house in the middle of the night to go kill his family and him and find the tapes. They end up shooting the shit out of him. They killed his wife and they tried to kill his kid. Then from there, he ends up at the hospital. He's like, Mason's fighting for his life. And they have his over-the-top partner. He's like, he's the best man I know in the world. Oh my God, we must save him. That's Mason goddamn Storm. And I'm like, this is a lot of yelling in the hospital. So he's like over here being over the top. And the doctor comes like, oh my God, he passed away. Everybody's like, oh no, he's dead. The way everybody scattered away from him, that's how you know he wasn't like like copped. So like, you know, when somebody like, oh no, somebody died. Oh my God, are we going to get through this? And they start to cry and everybody's hugging and shit. The way they broke up, it was like they were in the middle of a football scrimmage line. It's like, all right, break. And everybody just went to scurried away. And the doctor comes back like 2 minutes later. Wait. He's alive. Okay. We're going to find a way to conceal his identity and don't tell nobody. So he goes into a coma for 7 years. 7 years. And he has the amazing luck from casting to hire this girl to play a nurse. That is a baddie. She's a fucking baddie. But they fit the stigma of, hey, nurses have poor choices in men. It's historically proven. If you have a nurse friend, go look at who they're dating, and 9 times out of 10, it's a drug dealer or an abuser. I'm not lying. Go look it up. There's a high chance, there's a high amount of nurses that always look for the wrong person to date, like Ciara or Aisha Curry. So, yeah, it's like the most fucking funniest shit. So she was like, I think I'm in love with him, bitch. He's been in the coma for 7 years. She's like, I don't care. He has to be the perfect man. And I'm like, he could have been an abuser. He could have been a drug addict. He could have been a pedophile. He could have been all these things. No, I don't believe it. So I'm like, okay. So 7 years go by and he wakes up out of his coma. And the first thing he's like, you have to move me. They're going to kill me. And I'm like, I don't think he knows how much time has passed by. But because it's a movie, there was like, nope, they're going to kill him. She calls his next of kin person, which is his partner. He's like, hey, I'm looking for O'Malley. O'Malley's not in the force no more. So they give it to another guy that was involved with the political corruption, which led to him being shot. So what do? They send people to the hospital to go kill this guy. So it's like mad fucking funny. This random guy just walks into a hospital. Like random. Like he just literally walked in and he's like, I need the list of everybody that's in a coma in the building. And I'm like, there's floors dedicated to that shit. You really thought like, oh my God, there goes the list. It's such a vast list. Like it was going to be 3 people. So it was like mad fucking funny. He just comes in out of the street. I need the list. And I'm like, the girl's like, all right, no problem. Didn't check his credentials, didn't do anything. But it's a movie. So, you're moving forward. So goes there and it cuts to Mason and he's about to go to physical therapy. This young dude comes up. He's like, hey, buddy, we're going to go get you the physical therapy and stretch you out. And he's like, whoa, what the fuck you just say? He's like, yeah, man, we're going to get you up and healthy. So luckily, he's like, yes, get me the fuck out this room. But while we're getting the fuck out the room, can you like move me somewhere else? Get me out of the hospital? He's like, nah, man, I'm just going to touch you. I'm like, who wrote this? Who wrote this? Who wrote this? So it was just like too funny. I was like, yo, okay. Still buying it. The killer comes in and he's looking for him. And then he sees Mason. And instead of just shooting him right there on the spot, he goes, hey, elderly, come over here. I need a hand. gives Mason all the time in the world to escape. Mason can't walk. Mason doesn't have use of his legs. He's literally on a gurney trying to maneuver his way out. And the killer's taking a sweet ass time. So when Mason opens the door, gets into light, he's like, oh no, you got away. I was like, no shit, bro. You took fucking forever to get there. So Mason's just playing like Ring Around the Rosie with the fucking elevator. He's going up and down, and the killer keeps almost catching him. I was like, yo, who wrote this shit? And then he runs into the nurse and she gets him out of there. And she's letting us know, she's foreshadowing that she can't drive because she's in the gurney and the gurney's hitting everything on the way out of the hospital. And then she gets in the car, they take off and they flee into the sunset. Now, the next part that makes it funny was she goes to like a ranch house that's like out in the middle of like farmland, I guess. And I was going to say the desert. And just in true Steven Seagal fashion, the house that he magically ends up in is holy shit full out of Oriental shit. Buddhas everywhere, Chinese writing on the wall. I'm like, there's like a dojo and there, plastic doors, like, you know, little plastic paper doors they got. I'm like, who the fuck pays this much money for a house to fucking downgrade regular doors to like those little paper thin doors? I was like, y'all are pissing me the fuck off. So I was like, what are the chances of that happening? The other scene that made me look at them like, okay, you're doing too much was he goes, talks to the girl. He's like, all right, I'm very sick. I need you to go to Chinatown and pick up these ingredients for me. He doesn't say where, he just go to Chinatown. Anybody in Chinatown would do. And I'm like, okay. You're expecting this girl to really know the difference between like Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Seoul, all this shit. You look Chinese. Can you read this? Because he doesn't write nothing in English. He writes it all in Mandarin. He's like, no. They know what it means. Who? You didn't give her a specific place to go to, bro. But she doesn't care because, like I just said, nursing on bad timing. This bitch is horny the whole time. She's horny. She sees that nigga, he's walking. She's like, And I don't think she grasps the idea like, hey, I know he was in a coma for 7 years, but he thinks that shit was yesterday. And you're trying to fuck him. It's crazy. Like, he's still getting visions of his wife being murdered. He doesn't know the status of her, his son, him being shot. He's still getting those visions clear as day. And she's like, do you want to fuck? And I'm like, lady, calm the fuck down. So it was like mad fucking funny. I was like, yo. And I used to think Steven Seagal was a badass growing up. I didn't think he was like, oh, this motherfucker is a handsome motherfucker, but he was a badass growing up. So I was like, okay, move into the movie, keep going into the movie. All right. He tracks down his old partner, O'Malley. And he's like, hey, I gave you audio tapes. I have the videotape, but you have the audio tapes of all the corruption. O'Malley, why didn't you follow up when I was in the coma? O'Malley was like, yo, man, ever since that shit happened, I went to investigate. And then he was like, it was just bad news. It was bad. He was like, there was nothing. They forced me to retire. He's like, why did you retire, O'Malley? He was like, they paralyzed my mother, bro. They paralyzed my mother. They crashed their car and they broke her fucking spine. And now I have to take care of my mother that can't fucking walk anymore. I understand, O'Malley. I would have did the same thing too. Yeah, shut the fuck up with your judgmental ass. He was the worst thing that happened to O'Malley. He was the worst thing. Why I love movies like this is because the more cheesier the character in the movie, the more they're going to kill the fuck out of him. That's why I love movies like that. And back in the days in the 90s, if you saw a cheesy character, just thought they were going to kill the shit out of him. It was like they always kill the fuck out of the over the top guy or the comic relief guy. They kill the fuck out of them every time. So O'Malley, he talks to O'Malley. He's like, all right, I'm going to go get the audio tapes. You go get the video footage. And then we're going to bring him to the news and we're going to expose everything. He's like, all right. He's like, before you go, I need you to go get my son out of school and take him to safety. O'Malley doesn't listen. O'Malley just like, we're going to go for a ride, kid. And we're going to go to the bus station or we're going to go to the train station and we're going to go fishing. Me and your dad, we're going to go fucking fishing. And he was like, his kid was like, my daddy was, we with my daddy. We caught a tire. He said, we're going to get fucking tuna. Yeah, baby. Yeah, Sonny. He's going to be, I'm like, yo, like, oh shit, he's over the top. He's like, your father's a good man. He's a real good man. And I'm like laughing. Because it's like he's just over delivering the part. And sure to shit, gets the tapes. He's at the train station. He's like, all right. He's like, all right. The kid sees that people are off walking. They're beelining into them. And he's like, all right, I need you to give this tape to your father. All right. And run, kid, run. And O'Malley's like fighting, trying to fight with people. They shot the shit out of him. They shot him to hell. And the best part was when he finally shoots back, he doesn't hold the gun normal like this. He doesn't shoot it like this. He's like, not that button. He's not holding the gun like this going. He's holding the gun like this. Missing all of his shots, just head down, like just spraying and praying with a fucking revolver. And I'm like, yo, what are you doing, bro? And then he gets up and like, all right, I'm gonna kill none of you guys deserve to wear badges. That was the last shot he heard. He's like, I love you, kid. So it was like mad fucking funny. So Steven Seagal finally like, all right, it's over it. I'm gonna get revenge. And he goes to the senator's house and goes fucking kills him. And I was like, he didn't kill him. He was trying to kill him. He killed his whole security squad. And then here comes the cheesy part because it's the 80s, 90s movie. He's about to kill him. And then the SWAT team shows up. And he's like, Mason, don't do it. We have the video and the audio tapes. He's going to jail for a very long time. He's like, 30 years. I'm like, you know damn well you're not getting 30 years. You're getting life. You're getting a fucking Lysol smell. I was like, yo, that shit was just fucking funny. I loved it. Now, when it comes to movies like this, they're so cheesy that it's fucking hilarious. Like his workout montage was trash. He should have like reached out to Rocky. Like, yo, what's a good montage I could do? We could do it this. We could do it like that. Cool. So he's like hitting a stick in the middle of like of the farmland. He has a halfway dug and he's like, and the girl walks by. She was like, Mason Stone. Like mad horny. I was like, God damn, girl, like relax. So it was like just too funny to watch this montage. And he ends it with running on top of a mountain and he sits down at the top of the mountain. And all I notice is that he's sitting down overlooking this beautiful view, because it's a beautiful fucking view, is that he's sitting on bird shit. Like you can see there's bird shit right between his legs, freshly neat bird shit. And I'm like, you guys could have edited that out. You guys could have did mad things with that. Nah, leave the bird shit in. It looks real, more real. Like, oh my God, I'm one with nature. But yeah, fucking hilarious movie. Go watch it. If you ever saw it when you were younger, go watch it with younger eyes. And it's just like, that's a movie. You know what also I loved? I love that Steven Seagal thought that his tough guy look, the look that would strike fear into everyone's heart, would be a pair of Wrangler jeans, a white t-shirt, and a fucking men's only leather jacket. He was killing it. All his movies are like that, except the jacket changes. Wrangler jeans, white t-shirt, and it's either a bomber or a leather jacket. As he got older, he went to leather jackets. He also got way bigger. 80s, 90s, he's still doing it to this day, which makes me laugh. That's why I like him as an action star, is that his body doubles never look like him. So there's a scene, right, where he's getting shot at in a car and they're going through like the farmland. He's trying to escape. But whoever's shooting the car, the person that did the take to shoot the car, the effects, he's actually shooting the shit out of the car. And the bullets don't match how he's driving. Like in the footage of like the B-roll where the car's driving and somebody's shooting it, all the shots are going right through the glass, like typewriter from driver to passenger. And then you see him in the car driving and he's not even doing like the right body movement. So he's going up and down like this, but he's just swaying side to side. And I'm like, this shit is so bad. And then they're still shooting the car. Another person shooting the car. Now the extras are in it. And it's this big brolic motherfucker in the car seat. And he's like, "Ah," like he's like overacting in the car to sell it. And then it comes back to Steven Seagal. He's like, unfazed. I'm like, yo, you're stunt double and you are doing two different body movements. That shit is hilarious. And like, if you look at his movies now, there's a movie where he's like a fucking stealth supreme sniper or some shit. and he has to rappel down the line. So Steven Seagal is a big dude now. He's like really overweight. And he's rappelling down the line. This skinny, little skinny dude's rappelling down the line, super fucking skinny. And like you just see it go like from this to that. So it starts out big, skinny, big again. So I was like, I gotta fucking relax, man. Yeah, I gotta put more money in that budget to find somebody that could do it that's his actual size. So yeah, man. That movie, go watch it. Hard to Kill is out on YouTube. So yeah. I think from here, I'm going to go to...
We interrupt this program for an important news announcement.
Hey, I'm going to make a lot of Swifties upset right now. Taylor Swift has dropped a new jewelry line, which is very, very, very Nazism. It's Nazi jewelry. You're not going to tell me it's not Nazi jewelry.
Oh boy, over the top.
It's not.
How outre.
So she has lightning bolts in her chain. So an S lightning bolt and an S lightning bolt. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. You're like, okay, 8. That doesn't make the 8 that they go for. Let me land. On the same chain, there's an 8-point star. So 8, 8. Am I reaching? Probably. Do I care? No, not really. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Embustera.
The fuck you mean you don't know what you're talking about? You don't know all the shit that's happening out in the world right now, especially all this anti-Semite shit that people are claiming. Like, you think this is when you drop it? This is when you're doing it? Especially at an all-time MAGA high? And that's who's buying it. Because some of them are part of that party. And they like rocking that little SS shit. So it's like, She's like, I don't know what this is about. I don't know what you're talking about. This doesn't mean that in my world. We're doing the Native American excuse. In my culture, this means something else. Well, guess what, buddy? That shit don't mean that no more. Like, it is my culture. This means peace. No. No. So I'm like, this is shit that they're putting right in our fucking face. Like, hey, this is like the fucking designer clothes shit again, like the coolest monkey in the room kind of bullshit. I was like, yo, you're going to really sit here and tell us, like, hey, you don't know what that means. You don't know that if you put your fucking chain together, it makes the double S's. You don't know that. You don't know that at all. You didn't notice that all of your fucking jewelry is selling out in all of south of the U.S. and fucking Germany. You didn't know that. And places in Argentina, right? You didn't know that. You didn't know that at all, right? The fuck is wrong with this girl? Well, guess what? People will go out there and buy it. And people will defend her and be like, oh, no, she's just a girl. I was like, y'all need to eat a dick. Eat a dick. For real. A big one. A big... defending that bullshit. Like, oh, she doesn't know what that means. Why would she know what that means? Has she not been an American? Does she not know U.S. history? Does she not know any of that? No, right? No. Fucking so stupid, bro. So stupid. She's like, oh, I didn't know what that means. And the Swifties are like, no, she's just a girl, guys. Stop it. She just probably started her period. Jupiter's and Gatorade. Like, come on. Like, we got to cut the bullshit out. We got to cut it out. Those are fucking SS markings. Like, come on. You never seen the fucking prison movie? They had them all over their fucking faces and bodies. You never seen a fucking Nazi movie? Yeah, they wear them on their cufflinks and their fucking collars. What the fuck are we talking about? It just looks really fashionable to me. We're going to take it back and we're going to rearrange it and change it. Man, get that bullshit out of here. All right. All right, more. I guess this is in the same vein. Kenny KO. I know a lot of you guys are like, if you're older, you're my age, you're like, who the fuck is Kenny KO? Kenny KO is a fucking influencer that goes in the camera and brings cameras to people and he asks them awkward questions. And the latest victim on this show would be Sarah Safari. You don't know who Sarah Safari is? You're welcome. But she's also 23 years old, but still, you're welcome. She's a bodybuilder with a strong ass jawline. She seems like a little bit of touch of autism, but you're welcome. So she was like working out and he walked up to her and he was like, yo, if a guy goes to 153 clubs and he gets kicked out of 153 clubs, is it the club's problem or is it the guy's problem? And she was like, it's the guy's problem. So tell me why you feel that way about Israel. I was like, oh, that was a good one. I was like, I already knew where it was going, but I could tell that she wasn't seeing where it was going. She's also fucking 23 years old. So it's like, I don't know. I'm not making excuses for her because then it's like, oh, you just said the same. She should know better. She should know better. It's just a question that I don't think she would have risked to ask or to, I don't think it's a question that she would have risked to answer because of her endorsements. So that's like that's a fucked up thing to ask a 23-year-old right off the bat. Like, oh, how do you feel about this shit? Because first of all, she looks Middle Eastern. I don't know what the fuck she is. She's either Greek or she's like some kind of Middle Eastern, Pakistani, some shit. She's like of like an olive descent color. So it's like, okay. And it's like, yo, you're trying to get people to violate her comment section, respond to the people that sponsor her to get her canceled at such a fucking young age. And I'm like, oh, some shit she built because literally she built it because her whole page is just fitness. And she's like on some bodybuilder shit. So it's like, come on. You knew what you were doing. You knew what you were asking. And you're over here trying to play it off like, I didn't think she was going to waffle on such a question. Anybody will waffle on that question. If you ask somebody that has something to lose, hey, how do you feel about this? DJ Khaled is yet to fucking answer that. And I don't think he could be in a position where he loses everything either. I think Khaled has enough money to not worry about that kind of shit. And you're asking this 23-year-old girl that's new to money, like, hey, how do you feel about this? And when you answer it, it goes bad either way. So, yeah. She's 23 years old. She's not fucking dumb. I was gonna make her like, oh, she doesn't know that shit like that. She does. She's on social media. I'm like, that was me about to make an excuse because I like a person. See, that's the thing you got to be careful when this comes to journalism. And that's why I don't claim to be a journalism. So I don't claim to be a journalist because some options I can't be biased. And I'm like, fuck it, we're riding. So, yeah. Now. I think I might have a clip for the next one. But the other one involves a girl that's going to be facing 10 years for fraud for using her EBT card. For using it. Now, I don't know what the guidelines are here for fraud because it doesn't seem like it's fraud to me, but it kind of seems like it's fraud to me. So this girl, god damn. My bad, my Instagram's nasty. So this girl starting a small business and she was selling baked goods. And the baked goods she was making and selling with, she used her EBT card to buy the ingredients. So I guess if you're using these ingredients to make money and a profit, you kind of don't qualify for the purposes of being on an EBT card. Or maybe somebody could have seen it like, hey, well, if you continue this way and this takes off, then you will no longer need this assistance unless she's been milking the system for a while. See, there's so much gray area that I don't know where the hell this would go to. So, yeah. Can I find it? Michigan woman faces up to 10 years in prison for allegedly selling. I just said the same goddamn thing. All right. So, here it goes. Saginaw, Michigan. A 32-year-old woman from Saginaw has been charged with felony food stamp fraud. Okay, so I was right. For allegedly using government benefits to purchase ingredients that she later used in baked goods she sold for profit. Authorities filed a warrant for her on June 30th, accusing her of one count of food stamp fraud exceeding $1,000. Prosecutors say the alleged misuses occurred between January 2022 to September 2023. That's more than a year. Okay. Wait. How did they know that? She either she had a page and they just tracked it down, or somebody snitched. According to the criminal complaint, Tena UK purportedly purchased baking supplies using her bridge card, then marketed and sold the resulting baked goods via Facebook. All right, so there goes your track history. They built your case. On August 4th, released the same day posting bond. During her arraignment on August 13th, she was released on $50,000 personal reconnaissance bond. Her case was delayed September 3rd after her defense attorney, Emil, was unavailable due to concurrent trial. Okay, that's good. That postpones it a little bit more. Granted the postponement. If convicted, Tena UK, hopefully I'm saying that right, faces up to 10 years in prison and a possible $250,000 fine under federal food stamp fraud statutes. See, you can't do that. You can't do that. See, the reason I say somebody had to snitch is because how can you tell I used that? How were you able to really pinpoint that I used this without really looking into it? Like, you just don't look into somebody's food stamp account and be like, hey, somebody's buying a shitload of baked goods. I wonder what they're doing with these baked goods. What if they're fat and they just like baking goods? I'm fat. I like being baked and I'm good. So I'm like, somebody snitch. This is either an ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, or an ex-friend. Like, they went and put your whole business out there. They ran out to reach to the IRS. Like, this is income tax invasion too, income tax fraud. They did all this shit. So it's like, okay, more than a year. Yeah, you was getting a little bit too crazy there. If you were there for like a couple of months, I'm like, nah, she's trying to make something of herself. But nah, more than a year, baby girl. Also, why would the fine be $250,000 if clearly she didn't make that amount of money because she's still using the bridge card? Shouldn't you just find a way to charge her for all the ingredients that she purchased off of it and go off of that and refund that money back? I don't know. To me, $250,000 as a fine and 10 years seems really excessive. That means that's a lot. That's putting her back in an even worse position than she was when she started. Like, this just seems like it's like an example is being made more of than like, hey, this is the crime and this is the punishment. This more seems like, hey, we're going to let you guys know through her that you guys can't do this shit. And it's a little bit wild to me. But on the other hand, the conversation is like, all right, that money could have went that she was frauding for to a family that probably it could have helped. So I don't know. I'm on the fence with that one. But I can hear them now. Of course you're on the fence, Pablo. But yeah. That's where I'm taking it from here. It's like, hey, that's like 10 years for that is crazy. And like one or the other. Either a $250,000 fine or 10 years. Like, it can't be both sometimes. Sometimes it's like, yo, you guys are really beating a dead horse with some of these sentences. So, yeah. I'm going to go over to the next section, which is...
Wait, Jose! Jose, I got to tell you something!
We have more angry people. Let's go. Who are you to say what is and what isn't desirable in the dating scene? What makes you such a catch? First of all, I didn't state what is desirable or undesirable in the dating scene. I just stated preferences. I stated some people prefer this, some people don't prefer that. As far as who chose me and made me, nobody, not a goddamn person. Also, never not hear once, not once, have you ever heard me say I am a fucking catch? Not once. Not once. In fact, I tell these women to run away. I'm good for like a one and done. All right. I'm that one night stand that you forget about. Like, you ever just want to have a good time and then forget about it the next day? You call me. That's who I am. I've never been the fucking status quo. First of all, I don't even reach that in height. So I can't be like, hey, you guys should be like me. That sounds dumb. That has never came out of my mouth. Pause. That just sounded wild.
Nay, I do not jest like that. I do not jest like that. No, you frolic too much. Oh,
yeah. You must be somebody that the question affected. That means when I remember from the last question, I was talking about like, hey, what it's like to date what it's like to be a single mother dating in this game, and vice versa with the dudes. But I think girls are more lenient towards dudes with more kids. That makes no fucking sense if you ask me, but whatever. I guess it's like, hey, they can commit. Let me shut up. Yeah. I'm like, that's all I stated. I was like, yo, some people don't mind the girl having kids. All right. Some people do. And I said, when it came to me, I'm at the point in age where I don't think I'm going to find somebody that doesn't have a kid. So it's like, huh. And it's really, I can't, the other thing that annoys me with this conversation, if I were to go, oh, she doesn't have kids, something's wrong with her. As opposed to when girls go, if he doesn't have kids, he is homosexual. That's what they run to all the time. All the time. Is that he doesn't have kids? Homosexual. And I'm like, who are you talking to? Who are you talking? You're not talking to me. You can't
trick me.
into arguing with you.
Cannot trick me.
No. But yeah. You can't get mad at me for stating people's preferences. All right. Not everybody's gonna go for that. All right. Just because I go, hey, I don't like vanilla all the time. What do you mean you don't like vanilla all the time? Vanilla is great. Vanilla power. See how the slippery slipper on? Over here, bashing me about my preferences. And clearly, you could tell I'm not perfect. You see this goddamn wrinkle line? It's pissing me off. It's pissing me off watching it. So, yeah. Okay. Next question. Ooh. I did a guest appearance on a relationship podcast. Why? My husband saw the video and he is upset with the things that I said. How much did you divulge? What are ways around doing a show without getting someone upset? There isn't a way. As somebody who's been doing this for a while, people take things personally that was never personally intended for them to take the wrong way. That's one. People take things personal because it somewhat resonates with a situation that they might be going through. And I have no fucking clue. Because people make the mistake and they have the thought process of thinking that they're the only person going through said situation. So on a platform like this, and then you have friends and families that listen to this, and you might hit a question or a topic that seems like it's close to home, and they're going to go, are you talking about me? And you're not. You're going to have to deal with it. But in your situation, you went on a relationship advice. You might have started not knowing that you were kicking your man's back in. Depending on the information you divulge, you probably were kicking his back in and you offended the hell out of him. When you offend the shit out of somebody on social media, especially on a platform that has buzz, then it's like, hey, that clip is going to get circulated. It's going to get shown around. They'll be like, hey, did you see this? Did you hear what they said? They're talking about you. And it's like, wait, no, they can't be. Why would they? Why would they? What? See, that's the way it always goes. So, yeah, as far as like, is there a way to do this without pissing somebody off? No, there's not a way to go on a show or do your own show without pissing somebody off, especially if they're looking for a reason to be pissed off. They're looking for that last straw or a reason to get into an argument over something that may or may not have something to do with them. Then, yeah. Kind of like the last question. The girl personally took it personal to be like, hey, you're talking about me. No, I'm not. I don't even fucking know you. You think I was like, oh, you know who I'm going to talk about today? This random girl on my Instagram. No, I don't know you. I don't know you. But in your situation, what kind of relationship podcast? Is it like all dudes ain't shit podcast? Yeah. If you're in a relationship, you don't want to hear your girl on that topic, on that, like, yeah. And then the men do this. Yeah, fuck up. Like kind of like Aisha Curry. Aisha Curry, did you submit this question? If you did, please share it. Shit, girl. But yeah. Perfect example is Aisha Curry. Aisha Curry is the perfect example. A girl that we deem has everything, has the world. Her man is the man. You're in the spotlight. He's in the spotlight. She's going around doing interviews and doing these shows, and she's like, hey, I never wanted to be married. Hey, I never would have chose Steph. Hey, why aren't more people looking at my ass? Hey, I can dribble the ball too. Stop it. That's low hanging fruit. So, yeah, perfect fucking example. And I'm pretty sure Steph is getting mad. I think he's just more mature enough to be like, I'm not going to take it to outlets to show you how upset I am. And I'm pretty sure, hopefully, your man isn't petty enough to be like, you know what? I'm going to start a show. I'm going to get on my man's show. I'm going to kick your fucking back in too. So, yeah. As far as that, no. If somebody wants to be offended, they're going to look for a reason to be offended. And you just got to get ready for that phone call or that text message or that email or a post or some bullshit that they're going to do. They're going to attack you via music, via Instagram. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You got to be ready to be reasonable in that conversation. Be like, hey, I'm not talking about you. Or if you are talking about them, then you know, hey, that conversation is coming up and you have to be ready. And if you get punched in the face, you get punched in the face. I don't think your man's going to punch you in the face. That just goes out into general to anybody that gets into like a show where it's like relationship shit. Be like, I wish my person could have did this better or do this better or they're more understanding and blah, 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 blah. That's why I had to learn the hard way with the part-time lover section, not to mention any names. Because remember when I started this, I used to be like, all right, Felicia from 132 and Lennox said this. And Felicia will be dealing with an issue the very next week when the episode comes out. Like, hey, bitch, you talking about me? So, yeah, that's why it's crazy for that subject to be a thing. But it is a thing. And a lot of podcasters, I don't know if I'm included in this conversation, don't need to have a mic in front of their face. They don't need to articulate anything on any subject at any time. There are some people that just go a little bit too crazy. Like the guy that I got this shit from, where is it? Like where I got this clip from right here that I'm going to play you.
Do you think it's wise for you to keep talking?
So him, relationship advice. And he was like, he's talking about when girls don't understand to shut the hell up sometimes. And he was like, sometimes you just got to hit them. He was like, back in the day, it wasn't called domestic abuse, but that's what they call it now. And everybody's like, no, they called it domestic abuse back then too. I'm like, I don't know where you're trying to take this conversation to. So a lot of people that get on these microphones, buy this equipment, shouldn't have them sometimes. Sometimes, like, you got to think about like The Office, Creed. Like, Creed had like a whole like website dedicated to like, thoughts of Creed. And the guy that gatekeeped it, which was Ryan, he was like, there's some things on it that just the world don't need to see. And sometimes it fits the mold of a lot of people that just get on these microphones and talk. Like, I bullshit with you guys. I could tell you a lot of the ignorant stances that I take sometimes, I'm bullshitting. There's a whole fucking satire clause in the beginning of this video. So yeah, it'd just be crazy. What else I got? Are you peeping the podcast drama? And would you consider trying to put your hat in that ring? Yes, I is. Yes, I am looking at the drama. Would I throw my hat in that ring?
Embustera.
No, I wouldn't. I would like to be like, yeah, but
Embustera.
no. It's just a lot going on over there where it just seems like it's not everything that appears isn't what it is. Everything that we're getting up front we don't know all the crazy shit that's going in the background. So the money sounds right, but no. You're talking about the beef between Mark Lamont Hill and Queen's Flip. Yes, I saw it. It was bound to happen. I don't know why people didn't think it was going to happen. I'm watching this and I'm like, all right, so Queen's Flip. I find him on the show very annoying. I don't think it's a character. I just genuinely think he doesn't know shit about music. When it comes to music, like he don't get it twisted. He'll just start singing, but then he kills like, yo, there was an important topic happening. So I'm like, he was like dragging the show. That shit was like, I can't watch this shit no more. But Mark Lamont Hill, intellectual, he knows how to throw jabs, slip them out, and people be like, did I get hit? It's like Smack DVD. There's like, I hold it up. I just dissed you kind of vibes with him. And I love that. So when you have somebody that's nice with the words versus somebody that's not nice with the words, they easily get offended. It turns into the fucking 40-year-old virgin skit because you're using big words in front of me. I'm going to take that as disrespect. And that's exactly what happened. So on that platform, I consider 3 people to be street dudes, 3 to 4 people to be street dudes. I don't think Joe's a street dude, but I think Ish is a street dude. I think Mark is a street dude. Not in like he's like in the streets wilding out, but he has the connections. Ish is definitely a street dude. And Flip is. But he's like a street dude by choice, if that makes any sense. To me. He's a street dude by choice, by like he didn't have to go down that route. He just wanted to be in that route. So when you go down a route and not explore all your fucking options, you're thinking, to me, the way he comes up in the show is very fucking limited. And it's like, there's nothing intellectual, nothing insightful when I hear him talk about certain conversations. And when it comes to real conversations, quiet as a mouse. So they're over here talking, and they've been beefing for a minute. So it's like, okay, it was bound to happen. I just think that because Queens thinks that Mark is like so nerdy, he doesn't think that he has that hood in him. So when that whole altercation happened and Flip got up and then Mark got up, and he wasn't expecting Mark to get up, and then it kind of turned into, nah, brother man, peaches from the motherland kind of vibe. So yeah. But that really looks bad on the show because it's like, all right, this shit has been boiling up for a minute, like a minute. So what's going on in the background that's leading to all of that? Why is this now showing up on camera? Is basically what's very entertaining. And if it's showing up on camera, that means it's going way worse behind scenes. Like there's way more of that behind scenes than, hey, we're all brothers, we're all supposed to be cool, hurrah, huzzah, and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm watching it happen. My money's on Mark, whether it comes to staying on the pod or getting in a fight. My money's on him versus Flip, which to me, he doesn't do it for me, bro. Like they'll ask him simple like music questions, like, "Oh, do you know who this?" He'll be like, "Nah, I don't know who that is." You're on a music platform. This is a music pod. You guys review music. Nah, I don't know who that is. Nah. And it's like, fam, you're taking up a seat. See, I used to get mad when I would see him there because I was like, you can have somebody that actually fucks with music there, and me being transparent, you could put me in that fucking position, and we could talk music all day. And I'm there with artists that know shit about music. Parks knows about music. Joe knows about music. And ice is ice. But yeah. I'm like, But yeah, I don't think I would really try to join that section because right now it just seems like they're being messy with the co-host. They don't know how to keep a co-host. Eventually shit starts bubbling up on the surface and they start getting into arguments, which leads to fights and all this shit. So yeah, I think as of right now, I'm fine with this being a one-man group. I am considering doing like interviews, but I don't know where to begin. Like I have a lineup of people, but I don't know how to make that interview that I would do to stand up because that's journalism. And I already stated I'm not a journalist. And it would be a smack in the face of journalists if I try to step in their field and try to do what they do. That's like me getting into like the court and telling LeBron James, yo, I'm going to 360 spin dunk on your bitch ass. And he's going to be like, I beg your pardon? You're going to do what to me? And I'm like right next to LeBron James fucking kneecaps. So it's like, yeah, it's huge disrespect. So I would like to get into like, hey, interviews, do it like this, do it like that. But I got to find a way to do it right without upsetting the real journalists that do this. Because it's like, like podcasting. I got into podcasting because I love podcasting. I was doing a podcast before anybody knew what a podcast was. If you let me tell it, it was the 3 Joes: Joe Rogan, Joe Budden, and On My Cool J, aka Joe Luis Gotcha. The 3 J's. So, All right. I think I'm going to move forward to the next section. I got to learn how to pronunciate better. You see, that's why I can't be on the show. I don't be pronunciating. So, thank you everybody that submitted their questions to the Ask Me a Question section. Now it's time to go to the other section for the part-time lovers section. For the lovers and friends. Ooh, ooh. Da, 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 da. All right, let me stop playing around. We are now up to the Hey, shout out to y'all that submit questions to part-time lovers a section that's messy. And a lot of people like to fast forward to this section and not giving the rest of the show of a chance. Could you give me a chance? But yeah. I know you guys just like going here and be like,
What kind of fuck you give me?
because this is where the fuckery is. So thank you guys for tuning in. Please hit that like button if you're over here liking the part-time lover section. And let's see what's the first question I got. Why won't you read my face, you dumb bitch?
Is more toxic me getting mad at my boyfriend for saying happy birthday to an IG girl, or him telling girls happy birthday on the internet?
Oh boy, over the top.
How outre.
All right, guys, in case you guys didn't catch it the first time because she was reading it kind of fast. Who is more toxic? Me getting mad at my boyfriend for saying happy birthday to a girl on Instagram, or him telling girls happy birthday on Instagram? I don't want to let you know right now, Sugar Bear. Your boyfriend is a... And not like me. Huge cuck. Huge one. See, you're absolutely... No, I don't think you're toxic. I think you're absolutely in the right. Why is your man telling girls on Instagram that he does not know happy birthday? Does he do this with the fellas? 'Cause if he does this with the fellas, okay, maybe. But then I'm looking at you weird too. You should be looking at him weird too. Like he's over there telling LeBron James, your happy birthday, king. He don't know you. Just like she doesn't know you. They don't know you. But you know who does know you? Your girl that you talk to every day. That's who's real. Like, yo, what people, I'm telling you, social media is such a crazy thing. The way people get lost in these delusions is pretty fucking crazy, son. It is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit delusional right now. I'm trying to talk to this girl from Georgia. Oh my God, this little Asian baddie right now. I just slid in her DMs. I'm trying to find out what's up. I'm looking at that every day and I'm like,
I'm trying to see what that be like right there. Look,
like dead ass. I'm not even lying. If I could find a clip of this girl talking, I'm letting you know right now. Oh, I found it right away. My joint, no.
Oh man, I've had people ask me if I really filled a tub with Lucky Charms, and the answer is yes. It took 42 goddamn boxes, but I did it. It's done. Oh man, have y'all ever watched How I Met Your Mother? And like, you know how Barney will like do this thing whenever he's
I'm in love. But I'm single. That's the difference. All right. If anybody tells you that's different, they're fucking lying. Okay. I don't care what that child says. I am not with that mother. But I am single, so I could write happy birthday if I want to. I'm not. That's weirdo. You know, I never liked that. When like you'll be texting somebody, I'm like, oh, it's such and such birthday today. Tell them I said happy birthday. No. Or I used to see that on like Facebook posts. They're like, hey. I'm like, it's my mom's birthday today. Happy birthday to your mom. Make sure you tell her. No. My mom don't care either. My mom can't read in English. She's an immigrant. So yeah. I need him to know that that's weird. You should tell him it's weird. I don't think you're wrong in that. You should DM his favorite player, his favorite person in the world on Instagram. Like,
What kind of fuck you give me?
Text him that. And guess what? the dude is most likely to respond back to your ass if you look good versus the girl responding back to his ass, even if he does look good. It doesn't fucking matter. Guys will be horny. But yeah. No, you're not in the wrong. No, you're not toxic. I think you're absolutely perfect the way you are. And I'm surprised you did not stab that man, because I know right now that would have got my ass stabbed. I'm pretty sure what I just said not that long ago, I'd be like, no, nobody claims me, is going to get my ass stabbed. But as I told her before, I didn't say shit to her because I'm scared of her. But single. I'm going to say it right here on the podcast, man, loud as shit. Because guess what? She don't watch it. And the day she does, and she decides to threaten me, I'm going to call her a liar. I'm going to call her a liar. She was like, I would never watch your podcast.
Embustera.
All right. No, he's a burger. That's what he is. He's a fucking burger. Fucking vegan burger. Tofu ass bitch. Let me stop, because that's your man. You're gonna curse me out next. But no, he shouldn't be sending happy birthday wishes to people he doesn't fucking know. The nerve. The nerve. Does he remember your birthday? Because if he doesn't remember your birthday, you have every right to whoop his ass. Whip it. BTA. Belt to ass. All right? I am not telling you to go do that. Please refer to the front of the tag. This is all satire. All right. Let's move forward to the next question.
This bitch went to the Breezy concert
Jesus
and paid
Christ.
$1,200 for a picture, but complains when I ask for basic shit. Is this flag big enough to consider cutting her off? What would you do if you were me?
First of all, I wouldn't be you, but your girl did what? She went to the Breezy concert and paid $1,200?
Different.
What? You got $1,200 to give to Breezy? That's wild. That is wild to me. You guys are just giving Breezy money? Shit. It's probably your money, so she doesn't give a shit.
What they do?
That's how Chris Brown feels when he gets the picture.
What they do?
He doesn't give a fuck. And if she look good, she's looking at her like,
What kind of fuck you give me?
definitely looking at her. She look good. She put that ass in her. Huh. I know you're probably like,
Do you think it's wise for you to keep talking?
I apologize. But I'm just being honest with you.
You're on my foot, fat shit!
That you're absolutely right. That's a red flag. That's a red flag. So for you guys that don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to reread the question. This girl spent $1,200 to take a picture with Chris Brown. But she complains when I ask for simple shit. What's simple shit? Like breakfast? Yeah. Like a sandwich? A hug? Some box? Something? I don't know. Is this a flag? Is this flag big enough to be... Is this flag big enough to consider cutting her off? I mean, if you really love her, you go work her out.
I love you.
All right, if you really love her,
I want to take you away from all of this.
take her away from Chris Brown. Because you know what's funny? $1,200. If I paid $1,200 to go to a fucking Chris Brown concert and get a picture with Chris Brown, he better fucking hold me the way he holds them girls. No, I'm not Justin. I'm being dead serious. I paid $1,200 to be in front of Chris Brown. He better fucking freestyle in front of me. He better do a backflip. I'm not paying $1,200 for a picture. And it better not be my phone camera. It better be a fucking professional camera that's going to get all the digital shit. Like, that's crazy. Complaining about getting me basic shit. Like, hey, babe, can you give me something to eat? Hey, if you're out at Target, can you give me like a pack of tank tops? I don't know. Is that where people get their tank tops from? I get mine from Amazon because I'm lazy. I don't like going places. Yeah. That's a red flag, my friend. That's a huge red flag. That's a red flag like the other question. That dude was a red flag too. Hey, happy birthday, girl that's never going to fucking acknowledge this. And there's like 13,000 other goofballs in here going, oh my God, you're so pretty, goddess, happy birthday. That's in her general box. Take this how you will, not you. Side tangent. I have a general box. If you blow up my phone, if I send you to the primary and we talk every now and then, cool. But if you blow up my phone every goddamn minute on the hour, you're going to the general box and you will be lost in the sea of people that I do not fucking know exist. I had to do that to a couple of people already this week that just didn't understand. Like, hey, 1 o'clock, 105, 110, 115, 120, 125, 130, 130. That's a lot of fucking reels. I'm not going to do that. And then my friends are listening to like, hey, you do that to me too. Yeah, in the hour, and then I fucking stop and you guys don't respond. So guess what? I do another segment. But I give the time for the clip to reload. These motherfuckers are just shooting. Don't let me die. So, yeah. Back to you. Yes, that bitch is tripping. For sure. It's crazy. It's crazy, son. The fact that you have to have somebody tell you that she's tripping. No, she's tripping. Like, you're not off on that. You're not off on that at all. Like, gonna use my money? Because I know she didn't use her money. I know she used your money to go see Chris Brown. I don't think those tickets are like bunched together. I think it's $1,200 and then your fucking ticket. I could be wrong in that. I've never been to a Chris Brown concert, nor would I allow my girl or fictitious girl to go to a Chris Brown concert. All right. My girl can't even dream about Chris Brown. My girl can't listen to Chris Brown alone. All right. If she want to listen to Chris Brown, I have to have the other AirPod in my fucking ear. We're going to listen to it together to make sure there's no subliminal messages going out between you and him. Because you never know. The motherfucker dropped 3 albums dedicated to Karuchi. So I know he's talented enough to drop songs aimed at other people. All right. So thank you for submitting your question. I appreciate you. That's enough. You want to keep submitting questions to Part-Time Lover, you can reach out at nospecialcharacterspod@gmail.com, or that's the page, No Special Characters Pod. Or you can reach out to On Michael J, Gmail, and Instagram. All right. Appreciate y'all.
Okay, let's go.
Just to say thank you to everybody that supports the show. Please continue to like, comment, share, subscribe. If you made it this far, I really fucks with y'all. I appreciate y'all. A lot. I appreciate you guys a lot. I don't think you guys get how much I appreciate you guys, but it's a lot. How much? A lot. If you ask me if there was between a number for me to guess, 6, 7, but I'm not gonna do that right. But I've been doing that because of my cousin, because him and his friends say 6, 7. So yeah. But thank you guys for showing up, showing love to this page. I just want to say, if you're out there hustling, this is for you guys. Keep doing what you got to do. Keep grinding. Keep setting up goals to hit your goal. Go out and go get a job if you don't have a fucking job. Go get a fucking goal if you don't have a goal. And if you fall down, I need you to pick your punk ass back up. The world does not stop because you do it. It keeps on going. All right. And most of all, I want you guys to be happy. I'm only talking to the guys. Let me stop. I'm talking to people in general. Just be happy, all right? Life is too short to be so serious all the time. So be happy. Don't be like the guy that was at the restaurant that didn't want to take his money back because he was more scared of what I would say than just like, hey, can I get my money back? Like, hey, yeah, sure, buddy. As opposed to, you ain't getting shit back, motherfucker. Yeah. So, yeah. I appreciate you guys. I really do. This is for you guys. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I am your host.
On my Cool J.
AKA.
Wait, Jose!
AKA Mr.
This is culturally inappropriate.
AKA Mr. Big. AKA Mr. See that finger movement? All right, guys. I am out of here. Peace out. This can't be done with you. This is a lot of movement. All right, out.